Hi, I'm Karen Quinn, co-founder of TestingMom.com. If your child is going to be taking the Naglieri Nonverbal Ability Test, or NNAT, anytime soon, you're probably a little worried. What is this test like? How will my child do? What if my child isn't good at spatial reasoning or puzzles? The NNAT is a visual spatial reasoning test that is often used to screen for gifted program entry. It takes about half an hour, it's multiple choice, and no reading is required. For each section of the test, children start out with easier questions and they keep going until they miss 4 or 5 in a row. Let's look at the types of questions children might see on the NNAT. This is a pattern completion question that we would expect a second or third grader to be able to answer. Here, the child has to figure out which square belongs in the empty box to complete the puzzle. The answer is C. Can you imagine asking a young child to handle a question like this for the very first time on a test where the results are so important? Practice really helps. Here is a serial reasoning question that a first or second grader should be able to solve. With this type of question, children are shown a series of geometric shapes that change across the row as well as down the columns to create an overall design. The child must use reasoning skills to determine what goes in the empty box to complete the design. The answer here is A. Here is a spatial folding question at about the third grade level. First, the child sees how the top design will look when folded. She must then decide what the bottom design will look like when folded the same way. The answer to this one is E. For older children, these questions are much harder because kids need to figure out what a design on the bottom will look like when folded and then rotated, like the design on top. These are just a few examples of the types of questions that are on the NNAT test. The questions are very simple for the youngest children and become quite complex for older kids. If your young child is taking the NNAT test and you'd like to learn more about the kinds of questions that will be asked, visit us at the web address listed. There you can immediately access your free ebook, The Testing Survival Guide Pre-K to 6th Grade. This guide not only explains the different types of questions that are on the NNAT and other similar tests that children take, it also gives you 40 free sample questions you can practice with your child. So don't delay. Visit us now to access your free guide and sample questions. I'll see you there.